Hi, everyone. I'm just doing a quick check in to say hi. I hope you're having a great week. I hope you're having a great start to the program. I wanted to talk a little bit about some AgeDEFY nutrition and some AgeDEFY tips that I have been using that has helped me a lot. Now, I hesitate because I do not want AgeDEFY to be a weight loss program. But if weight, extra weight is holding you back from living the youthful life that I want you to live, then it can be a weight loss program. But I like to think about weight loss as wu-wei, especially as women. Our bodies just, they change and fluctuate all the time. And sometimes we're, a little heavier and sometimes we're a little lighter. I really have learned to give myself a 10-pound set point range. So I know where my body should be pretty much. And instead of having one goal weight, like let's say I want to weigh 125. Well, I'm probably not going to weigh 125. So I can play around with that. I could say if as long as I weigh between 125 and 135, then that's my 10-pound set point range that I want to stay in. And I know 135 is totally different than 125, but it's data collection along the way. So if you can manage your weight and make sure you don't go over the 135, then you are going to be more successful in managing your weight as you age. And I hear it all the time. I hit this age and I grew a belly and I gained 40 pounds, or I went through menopause and I gained a ton of weight. Whatever the story is, I hear it and I've experienced it myself. And sometimes the weight just doesn't come off no matter how hard you try. And so what I like to do is give myself a 10-pound range. And when I'm at my lower end of my range, I know what I'm doing is working. When I get in my higher end of my range, I know what I'm doing is not working. It's working against me. So I can make small adjustments. I always say it, movement reveals all, but so does the scale, right? So you also have to know that a woman's body can change from 1 to 6 pounds on a daily basis. So you could literally wake up one day and weigh 150, and the next day you could weigh 156, and and then the next day weigh 153, and then day 4 you're back to 150. I mean, the body fluctuates that much. So that's where that 10-pound range comes as well. So now listen, this conversation isn't necessarily for someone who doesn't struggle with managing their weight. You may be out there and you don't struggle with managing your weight. But I do, and I think a lot of people do. And this program and this nutrition challenge is more on weight management. If we have to lose weight, let's lose weight, but it's also on weight management. So I don't want to live my life trying to lose weight for the rest of my life. What I want to do is just manage my weight. And if I'm on the lower end, then I try to keep doing what I'm doing. And if I'm on the higher end, it reveals that I'm doing something wrong that's not working for me. And that doesn't mean that it has to come through diet or movement even. It could happen, it could require something changing in my life for me to adjust my weight back down to the lower end. As long as the whole idea is to try to stay away from going over your higher end, being made aware of it before it happens. I have heard a lot of stories where it was just like, including my own, where I just woke up one day and I was 20 pounds heavier. And that happens to a lot of people. And this scale challenge, this awareness challenge, helps you to manage your weight. So you always know if you're getting on the higher end that you've got to make some changes. And a lot of that is just through awareness. So what I'm going to ask you to do for the challenge is, if you want to join it, it's extra credit. It's not what you have to do at all, is to start weighing yourself. Don't do anything else. Just start weighing yourself. Get to know how your body fluctuates. A good 10 days is a good way to do this challenge. Get used to weighing yourself every day. I don't weigh myself at the same time every day. I weigh myself when I feel like it, to tell you the honest truth. I actually weigh myself after I get done fasting for that day. And we will talk about fasting, but not now. Right now, we're going to just get used to weighing ourselves, weigh ourselves every single day. I want you to write down your weight every single day. I want you to also write down, what did you feel? How did this make you feel? I've been doing this challenge for the last 6 days, and I will tell you, my weight has creeped up slowly every day. And my initial reaction is, oh my gosh, I'm gaining weight. And then I have to start talking to myself. Donnell, you have 10 pounds, right? Your body is going to fluctuate. You have to surrender to this. You cannot live like this. I cannot add stress to my life because I'm worried about the scale. But I also can't avoid the scale because the scale is information that I need to manage my weight, my 10-pound range. 125 to 135. I was saying it's 128 to 138, but really, after thinking about for myself, I think mine is 125 to 135. I need to work hard enough to stay in that range, but I don't want to work so hard that I'm only trying to stay at 125. I have to let myself have that space, okay? Because life is meant to be lived as well, but it's also meant to be stay aware. You can't just avoid and ignore. You have to be aware. So try this challenge if you feel up for it. It's definitely not a requirement, but if you would like to try it, that would be great. Take note. I'm going to start the challenge over right now. So today will be my day 1 of the new day 10 challenge. I'll start with you. I'm going to keep a journal, and I'll share my journal with you. And if you want to share yours with me, that's great. Remember, don't change anything. Don't try to go on a diet. Don't anything. Right now, I just want you to get to know yourself. I want you to kind of dive in to the uncomfortable and get to know yourself, and just get to know yourself. And yeah, let's see what happens, okay? I'm nervous about doing this because weight is such a tricky subject, and I know that it can cause mental and emotional, problems, but this is what we have to do. We got to face up to what bothers us and what we worry about. And the only way we can make change is through awareness. So that's what we're here. We're here as a community. I'm here to share my story, and I'm here to help you bring your story out as well. So let me just say one more thing. If you need to lose weight, great. Then it's not about trying to lose the weight. It's about allowing you to release the weight, okay? If my goal in my life right now is to maintain my weight, to be in that 10-pound range and never wake up one day ever again in my life and be 20 pounds heavier than my range, which did happen to me over the last couple of years. And I'm just slowly starting to come out of that, and I'm back into my range, and now I'm just managing my range. So take the 10-day challenge with me. Let's find your range, and then once we know where your range is right now, then we can start to talk about where your range should change to promote youthful living and to be able to do whatever you want to do with energy and confidence and courage. So there you go. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much.